good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see. I see Scott's here. Hadn't been here in a few days. Hey, brother, how you doing? Good. Nikki was here. I don't know if she still is. Who else is in? Richard's here. Hello, Richard. I'm glad you could stop by. Let's see who else. If I miss somebody, I'll come back. Hey, Tommy J. Kenny Sampit. How are you? Justin. Mr. Mitch. Hey, brother. Hope you're well. And let's see. I see everybody's talking. Joe's here. Bill, how you doing? And Mitch. So as I always say, then to Richard, now that he's actually in the chat, I can tell him again. Thank you very much for my intro and my outro. Or again, I could just bring him on and say thank you, Richard.
Well, you're welcome, Dave. Hey, no one watches the outro, man.
I know. I like the
intro. But yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. It was a pleasure doing that for you. I'm glad you liked it.
I dig it. I thank you every show, pretty much. So
I get alerts too when you do that. So just so you know.
Do you? You probably do. Hey, big guy 45, and who Mike's Wave is here. How you doing? So Richard was up. And what is it? What time is it there? It's not real late, right?
6:30 in the evening.
Oh, not too bad.
Not too bad.
So.
Yeah. It's good old man time for both of us. It's good time for you in Thailand. Good time.
Yeah. Like I said, the lighting. I'm going to show everybody the little man cave deal out here. The knockdown. It's not really a knockdown. I don't know. It's a setup house. It's pretty cool. Our building anyway. And I've got it pretty much done. Refrigerator. The solar is in, and I'm getting a bad. I'm getting a bad connection here. How's it? Does it look okay?
You look a little blurry to me in the StreamYard.
Yeah,
but
I think so, because I think that what it is it gives me this little up in the corner. It gives me a little Wi-Fi signal, and I've got one dot. When it's good, it doesn't even show that Wi-Fi signal. It's not even there. But
yeah, I've had that.
I might try to switch.
Yeah.
I might try to switch it. But like I said, anybody, I don't know. I don't think the people that watch me are too particular.
Well, Dave, the lighting's important though, man. You should definitely get that going. It will probably make that look 10 years younger.
I just don't know. The only thing I could do is actually put it up above the 27-inch and shine it down, and it should be all right. I bought one of those. I don't know if you can see it. The green screen deals that I think you have that goes on the floor, and you pull it up. It's not wide enough, and I guess because of the camera. Or the camera that I have, right?
I set my camera set at 120 degrees, and that's perfect for a green screen. And you just need to make sure that you get the biggest one. I use one from Elgato, their green screen. It's pretty wide. It's the widest they make. And yeah, that's a problem. I had a problem like that with my last one. I had to bring it really close to me. And it's important you have separation between yourself.
How do you set the 120 like on my camera and my
what is it called?
On my laptop, though. This is on my laptop. Can I do that?
Or does it have to be a camera? You can. Yeah, I don't think you can.
I think it's got to be a camera. So I think this one is, I don't know. You can see how tall it is. What is that? 2 meters? 2 meters tall, and it's like 3 meters high. So I don't know if that's big or not.
You might just need to bring it closer, closer up.
I could bring it all the way up to the back of my chair, and it'll work. But for today, I didn't. I just got this stuff. The 60-inch came day before yesterday, and the day of the last live stream, they came in the 27-inch monitor, which I don't know how good it is. It is a monitor. It's made by some off-the-wall brand, but it was only $30, $60, $75 for a 27-inch monitor. And all the other monitors, they were a lot of money. But I'm sure this one's a piece of whatever, but so is the TV is some off the wall name too. I don't know.
Well, but the picture made in Thailand, so it's cheaper, right?
Yeah. Well, this one was 65-inch smart TV, 4K, whatever, ultra high definition, blah blah blah. The picture's awesome. The sound absolutely sucks. I'm gonna get a sound bar for it.
It's not too smart though, is it, Dave? Not too smart.
No, but 10,300 baht, $350 for a 65-inch. I mean, I don't know what it would be in the United States, but I guarantee it's more than $300
for that no name brand. About $150.
Oh, is it? Well, send me one, can you? Hey, John, Poe on the go. How's it going? So anyway, I'm rambling. Um, I could show this. I'll show this thing real quick, and I'm not going to use the music, and then we can wrap with Richard. I can use full screen here. So this is it. This is the new desk and the laptop and the 27-inch I was just talking about. The desk is kind of cool. It was reasonable. My wife bought the curtains, went to the Cambodian border. There's the 65-inch. That wall, complete wall system there was 6,000 baht. And there's going to be a little refrigerator there and that cabinet. That's it. But I was really impressed with this thing for 6,000. It's really well made. And I don't know what that is. 60, I don't know what's cheap. There's my koi picture that I bought from a girl that needed to go to college. Her 2 pictures. I gave one to my doctor. There's my sim racing setup and my new DC 12,000 BTU air conditioner that's blowing on me right now. That folds into a bed. It's a jackknife couch, so it pulls out. And that's the basic view out the window that I have the curtains across right now. So this is from sitting over on the couch. It's again, like I was talking to Richard earlier about it, I've got 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag inside, like I do in my yard. But the yard is kind of awesome. I got to get up on the roof and do a video looking down into the yard. I saw him go up there putting the roof on the upstairs as we speak. It'll be done in the next few days. It's kind of cool. I'll have a barbecue up there, a little wet bar type thing, a sink, maybe a little refrigerator. I already got the electrical and the water is run up there. That guy that did the solar pulled in all new mains. There's new wiring coming back here. That's the chair I got that I'm sitting in right now. It wasn't the most expensive, but it was the most comfortable. So I liked it. So so the whole house and everything. And the only thing he was doing yesterday was where he had cut in the ceiling across my living room to bring the power into the 12 kW of solar. He was patching that up. So I think the only thing he's got really left to do is painting. And this will show you. This is from the outside. And they put that same stuff. They haven't finished that metal, expanded metal, which I think looks good. And then they're going to put that waterfall in finally. Paint the fence. There's my now 4,000 liters of water. The 2 are on the top are from the well. Got a new well pump. And I'm going to turn the pool on here because it needed it. I got to reset that timer. But here's my wife's little garden. And then I just had him put this door on it. There's a slider on the other end. This was and still is the laundry room, but it's also going to be for the solar you see hanging on the wall. And those are the lithium ion batteries. They're 48 volt, 200 amp hour. They'll probably run the house depending on how much we're using. We're using like 2 or 3 kW. It'll run the house for maybe 4 or 5 hours, which that's usually our outages. Excuse me, aren't any longer than that. So anyway, so that gives you a little gist on what's happening in the yard. As I didn't see, I see some of Jay's here. Hey Rob, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Who else came? Oh, Nikki is here. Love your videos, Richard. Yeah. Richard's got great stuff. Let's see. I helped a girl from college. Yeah, my wife. Some girl needed money for college. Little help. Nothing big. It wasn't big dollars or anything. So I bought 2 of those. That one and a smaller one, and I gave it to the doctor that saved my life. Basically, I hadn't given him anything, and he really wouldn't take anything. So I just brought the picture in there and gave it to him. He didn't have a choice. So what? How's your life going, Richard? I know that you're having a little ups, downs, and sideways.
Well, I lost my job, Dave, so it's not going too
Right.
well.
Not great. Now, what, so that in case there's somebody here, maybe you can give us a little, what are you looking for? I don't even know what you do. So in case there's somebody that said, oh, I know my uncle needs somebody right now. You never
Yeah,
know.
I'm in technology sales, just looking for a job in sales, which there's tons of them, but there's also a lot of people that are looking. So
Is
yeah,
there?
it's just one of those things. Got to play the waiting game, keep doing what we do. And the good news for everyone that's watching or subscribes to my channel is I have more videos coming out. So
Cool.
that's been good. I've been doing some cool recording. I've been putting in time on the new camera that I rarely used. I had a DJI Pocket 2 camera that I really never used really. And I'm getting to know that. And I like recording on that. And I've been recording in 4K, 60 frames, been doing some stuff in 25 frames, trying to slow it down. Just kind of been enjoying the whole editing process.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, did you see the two complete different worlds? A really good vlogger and the world's worst vlogger over here. Although I am trying to get better, I enjoy doing it too. So I just need to go out there and actually start shooting. Now I'm going to do that Trailer Trash Thailand channel. The trailer should be here in a week, the end of this month, and then I'll be going out, and me and my wife will go out. I'll go out solo. I'll go out with me, my wife, and the kids, and maybe it'll turn into something fun. I'm going to have a good time. I don't know if anybody that's watching is going to have a good time, but if they don't watch, they don't watch. I'm never going to stop doing the live streams for Got to Love Thailand, even if I'm in the middle of nowhere in the trailer. So it should be fun. But I want to get better, but it's like people, and I know you're probably the same way. You probably bring everything with you. Every time I see Chuck or James or the guys that I think are good vloggers, it's like it's glued to their hand. Chuck's got that damn GoPro in his pocket 24/7. He goes to the truck and gets a piece of gum. He's filming. Hey, look, I'm getting some gum. And I don't do that.
Yeah,
So
well,
I
I'll tell
think
you what I do is I learn from other vloggers in that I don't pack heavy. Like I try to pack light when I go out on these long hikes and stuff. So I don't have a lot of equipment. I have the camera. I have like an extension piece for the camera so I can do some angles out front, and then like a tripod. So
right.
it's all very compact, and I'm just very selective in my shots. I know what I need, and I try to have a shot list going before I go out. And I got to tell you, so like I watch a lot of videos on how to create videos. And one of the things I learned is like, listen, so if you're doing a video, you want to have a wide shot, close shot, and then a medium shot. And if you transition between those, it sort of keeps the pace moving for the video. So like when you're doing
Maybe I
stuff
had to
around the
watch
house,
more of those.
do like your regular filming, but then also do a close up of the pool and maybe do like a close up of, something else, something that you find interesting. And then you just pivot between those two. I think
Maybe I should watch a little bit of that too. And you'd think, I mean, I really love photography. I mean, when I started out, I ran a dark room. I was shooting a 4x5. I was shooting 5x7. I didn't get it. I was almost getting ready to get an 8x10 camera, but I didn't. I was living up in the Sierras, real close to where some of the most famous people in the world have some photographs up there in Yosemite, Adams being one of them, and all black and white. But I've been developing my own film and all that kind of stuff, and working with all that stuff I haven't in 20 years, but for 30 years, so I know how to set up shots, and I know my lighting, and I know all that kind of stuff, but I haven't done it, so I've got it, and I really enjoyed it. And I don't even know if they have. I'd like to shoot film. I've got a 2 1/4 back home, sitting in a backpack with the pieces of glass that I have are just amazing Zeiss stuff, and that even with that 2 1/4 that I'd like to bring here next time I go and shoot. But I imagine they have to sell the chemicals developing and all that kind of stuff here, and I ought to be able to get an enlarger. I don't know where the hell I'd put it. I got no room at this property.
What would you do with that if you did bring that back? What would you do just for your own?
I would shoot. Yeah, I'd shoot black and white film. I was really abstract stuff. Some landscape stuff, but mostly just what it looked good to me. I had a pretty good eye, and like I said, I had fun running I think I was 20 years old, and I was running a rental dark room. Oh, maybe a mile from the one of the biggest colleges in the San Fernando Valley. And so what did I mean, all I was working with was little girls running around with cameras wanting to get extra time and learn something from the college. They were taking photography classes. So I had a ball doing it. I got a dark room and 20 girls that are 20 years old. I was in heaven. But I had a lot of fun is what I guess I'm trying to say. But I did enjoy it. And I know one person that I really like the way he shoots, and I never talked to him about it, is Chocolate Man, James. He's got a pretty heavy photography background, and some of his shots I really like. You can tell he knows what he's doing,
Yeah, I feel like someone who really influenced me was someone I found like back when they had just a couple hundred subscribers, and most in the chat will know this channel, but Chev and Dev. When I first discovered their channel, I really loved the way that they did the pans and the zooms and kept the transitions pretty simple. And I even asked Dev like how they did some of their shots if they had to do a special transition, and he told me cool little hacks that Chev would do. Like, there was a picture or a video of her coming through a room with the robe on, and then actually she's out in the pool with her bikini on. And I asked him, did you have to keyframe that for the transition? He said, no, Chev just dropped the robe as she walked through the room. So you didn't see that part, so I thought it was kind of cool. So you can be technical, but you can also just be creative,
Right. And see, I'm not that familiar with the editing process, and I don't get probably 1/1000th of what I could get out of my editor, because I don't know how to use it, so maybe I should watch videos on that too.
Well, it depends on what you want to spend your time with, right? So,
I have plenty of time. I mean, even when I'm going out on the trailer deal, I'm going to have plenty of time sitting inside. I'm going to have good Wi-Fi, I hope, and I can watch YouTube. I can edit. I'll have all the time in the world, so it should be fun. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. Even coming out here. I mean, I love my wife, and I love both my family and my wife, and but the solitude and being alone, I kind of miss, and I've always had that my whole life. Even riding bikes, I was a loner when I was younger, and I was always by myself and out and about. So I'm kind of looking forward to that too. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens. And did I say hello to everyone? Jake's here. I said hi to Jay. Hey, Robert Mack. Hey, Grinch. How you doing? If I missed anybody, who did I miss? Expat Pete, how you doing? So I guess the big question is, I know you're just going to do videos for right now. I'm gathering. You're not.
I don't know. I've been thinking about the live show. Maybe I would do that and get some guests coming back. I know that there's a bunch I could probably call would be willing to come on the show. I'm starting to come across more interesting channels. Not so much Thailand, but more travel related. So I may look to do that. But yeah, I mean, it's a great question. I'm enjoying doing the videos right now. I mean, I got to tell you, like, it's less time to do the videos than it is to do the live show. And it's more under my control, right? But I do miss like the chat and the community that I had in the live show. So I've been thinking a lot about it. I don't know how I would work it. I probably would do the same thing, do vlogger news, have the guests come on. Maybe I try to keep it to an hour like I used to in the beginning. But, we'll see.
I'm sure everybody would come back. Yeah, everybody would come back, I'm sure, in a heartbeat. They're all waiting. Everybody that I know is waiting for you to come back. So, and I'm sure there's a lot of good ones, but I don't think I'm not one of those people that say, oh God, I'm only going to watch the guys that have to do with Thailand. I mean, I want to see every other place. I'd love to be able to go someplace and, say, oh, Thailand, oh, look, Vietnam, look, Cambodia, look, France, whatever the case may be. I even liked when, when some of the local guys go on vacation like Chuck just did, because I don't see those places. I want to, but maybe I'll get around to it. But places that there's some places I'm just not going to get to. I mean, I'm 66 years old. I only got a certain amount of time left, So so anybody that does it, but I would think, I mean, I would watch, that everybody that's in here would watch, and you'd get back. I think it would come back really quick. I don't think there's going to be like, you're going to get 8 people or something the first live stream you do or something. But
Yeah, that'd be
you know,
depressing. Hey, that's
yeah,
actually
yeah,
happened when I used to do my live streams in the city. It was kind of like that. Okay, but I wouldn't give any notice. I would just go live, So
right. It makes it
yeah,
tough
I mean, I
sometimes.
think I would be nice too. I've been thinking a lot about check-ins on previous guests I've had. There are some channels that have changed. Like one in particular, Sky Samuels. So she's totally changed like her thing. She hasn't had a video up in a long time. She's really into yoga now. I think there might be some news on that front. It's like I'd love to have people back. I know Keith One was a great guest that a lot of people enjoyed. Love to have him back,
Right.
get an update. And Chevin Dev, like 350,000 subscribers now. Yeah, Flora Note that went over 100K. All these channels have gotten huge, and I think it's because of the quality content. We talked
stuff
about
that I've
video
watched,
editing. It's good.
Yeah, I don't watch a bunch of their stuff, but the ones that I have watched are exceptional. I mean, the quality of the content and the way that it's put together, definitely. Maybe I should watch more of them. Maybe it would rub off a little bit, but I think you should. I mean, I'm waiting for you to. I mean, it's a bummer that you don't, but I don't know. I guess I would want to keep myself busy. That would be
that's kind of what I'm
thing,
doing. Yeah. And there's only so much work you can do on that career front. You can't be doing that 8 hours a day. So the weather's been great here in the Bay Area. So I've been getting out, doing a lot of hikes, finding new, parks to go to, that kind of stuff, trying to stay outside, get outside every day. So, and then learning more about the editing process. So like just watching a ton of videos, getting pretty technical, not so much like on the editing itself, but more of keeping your room clean, so to speak. Like there's a lot of stuff you need to do in your editing software in between videos to make sure that your library is clean, your cache is clean. Otherwise your system runs slow. So I'm kind of learning all about that because I was having performance issues.
I'd like to know about that because I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
And the only thing I do is when it dumps the videos, when I download them to my computer or whatever, it puts it into to my D drive. And what I do out of there is I'll go over there and I take them periodically after I get like 3 or 4 because they're quite big files. Then I transfer them over to my wife gave me a 3 terabyte, I don't know, huge drive, and I put them on there. And I didn't do that before. And I noticed that keeps it because I really am impressed with this. What is it? I'm so sorry. MSI, a laptop. It's not the top of the line. Chuck has the MSI too. I dig it, man. And I do 4K with it, and it's not horribly slow, but I notice it's getting slower. So maybe it's
well, one thing you should be mindful of is I know YouTube was talking about charging a premium for users to view videos in 1080p. So what that means to me is I always try to appeal to the masses in that if that does happen, like I think I'll probably start posting in 720p. And that's what I've been streaming in because I don't want people to not be able to view my video, because they're not paying the extra money. So I'm not sure if that's been done yet, but yeah.
Well, on here, this is 720, and they want double the money to do it, this StreamYard, to do it in 1080. So, and I don't know. I mean, if you've got a 65-inch television, you might be able to see something. I mean, I'm sure you can, especially if you're talking 720 to 4K. But if they're going to charge for it, I wouldn't want to pay it. I mean, I'm not. As long as it's visually, not a big blur, and the sound is okay, and I like the person I'm watching, I'm going to watch. It's not.
Yeah, I would say like a lot of vloggers, if you're doing it yourself, like if it's just you on the show live stream, then I would say like you should probably do 1080p because it's better quality. It's not so much the video; it's the audio is good quality. You get a more stable stream going for StreamYard kind of upgrades you. They use what's called a separate shard to run your stream on. So that's good. But if you're having guests on, then guests have to have like a really great internet connection to support 1080p streaming. And a lot of people don't. If they're doing it from their hotel room, they can't do that. So 720p kind of appeals to the masses, which is why I've kept it 720 myself, just make sure everyone can kind of come on.
Yeah, because that's, that makes sense. And I think, you said that, I think it was Chev and Dev.
Yeah,
they were in a hotel with it, and they weren't having any major problems, but they were using the they're there, and I could see
I
where
think
it would
there's
be
like a personal hotspot or something. Yeah.
right. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to see about. I haven't had any problem. Anytime, like right now, if I was to go down right now, although I don't have it with me, it's in the house, is my iPhone 7 that has the TOT tie card in it. And I bump it over to that. And right now, it would be better visually through that iPhone 7 than I am right now on Wi-Fi. So I'll have that with me. But I think I'm going to, a personal hotspot might be a good idea to keep with me when I'm in the trailer out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I'm going to get. My wife is a little nervous because she goes, "You're going to be out in the middle of nowhere," and and I said, "Well, I'm going to make sure wherever I go that I can communicate with her, especially in case I'm having a heart attack. I love you. I'll see you in the next life, and I die. At least I can say something." But she's nervous about that. And then, of course, a couple other people, and I said in one of the other live streams is, well, when you went camping in the States, did you bring a gun? Yeah, always. Well, do you think about it now? People could be out there, crazy people. So, well, no, now I'm thinking about it because you said that, but otherwise I don't. And they said about lions, tigers, and bears. So I heard that I could get a permit and get a gun, but I don't know. I'm not really. I got a machete. I got one of the what is it, Crocodile Dundee. No, this is a knife. I've got one of those, so I feel fairly comfortable with that. But you could. I've got 2,200 watt generators and a whole trailer full of stuff. 4 or 5 guys out there, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere. They might drunk. They might say, "Hey, this is easy pickings," and it would be, because if they come up and they're threatening my life and I don't have a gun, I'd say, just take what you want.
Yeah.
Have a field day, guys. It can all be replaced, So,
well, it's up to you.
Unless I'm feeling feisty, 66 years old, then maybe I do, but I don't think so. I'm not going to fight.
I just wanted to say, Dave, thank you for inviting me on. Thank you. I wanted to check out my new audio setup I'm using. Instead of headphones, in case people don't know, I'm trying to use like a different type of earbud system in case I go back to the live show. So thank you for letting me test that out. And
how's it working?
You sound great. You sound very crystal clear. I have more freedom of movement too than the headphones. So I'm going to maybe try this out again.
Yeah, definitely.
If everyone gets a chance, please check out my new video series. Travel Thailand is the title of it. I have 2 videos out. 3rd one's coming out soon. I think you'll like it. And I just want to ask everyone a question. Where the heck is Brock?
Yeah, he's in Australia. He's back in Australia, and he came in to say hi to you the last time when I said something about him. Yeah. His ears must have been burning. So where's Brock? And all of a sudden he popped in. So maybe he will. I don't know where Mitch is now. Mitch, I think, is back in the John TM area, but I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. And Tommy, I'm still looking forward to meeting both you and Tommy. I'm hoping someday here anyway. It would be nice. But it's tough, like I said, even when I was younger, one of the main reasons I got into the trades was, okay, my buddy at 18, 19, we just came out of high school. I'm going to start an air conditioning company. You want to learn air conditioning? Well, hell, I'm not doing anything. Sure. So it went out, and it was probably the best thing I ever did in my life. And the way that I thought about it was, okay, the whole world could go to shit. People are still going to need to keep from freezing, and they're going to need to keep their food from spoiling, And so I would always have work. Like even now at 66 years old, if they pulled if I got, my life, the rug pulled out from underneath me, hell, I'd go out tomorrow and get a job.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it at all. And a pretty decent one. Because, if you've got a little bit up here about the trade, and I've got 35 years in it, people want that. They want to
for sure. It's something that never goes out of style. You definitely need
that.
Right. But hey, I got to run. So thank you for having me on the show. Thank you, everybody.
Anytime.
Nice to see everyone in the chat.
Thank you, Richard.
All right.
You have a good one.
Talk to you later. All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye. Well, thank you, Richard. That was a good time. How's the knees? They're still there. They're still there, Robert. If I missed, hey, Randy, how you doing? John TM, correct. Not for long, though. The air here has turned toxic, really. I know that I think Chuck is back now, if I'm not mistaken. I think I watched his video Was it this morning? I think I watched it this morning, and it was his last day in Bangkok, so I think he's 2 or 3 days behind. So I think he pour a little Diet Pepsi, and I think he's back because I'm still. My wife won't be happy, but I'm still thinking about taking that little 125 to Tat Phnom for the night. Just take off in the early morning and cruise, make that whatever it is, 4 hour, 5 hour deal, 6 hours, and just spend the night, maybe meet up with him. But I want to wait till, of course, I'll call him and ask him. But, maybe eat dinner or something and then get up in the morning and come back. And then take it in for its 1,000-kilometer deal. If I missed anything while while Richard was on, by all means, let me know. Put something back up. Hey, Ryan. I don't know if I said hello to you. How you doing? Is Lasheen here? How are you? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Now I'm looking up at that. See, that looks funky, right? With my head like that. That's just as bad as me doing this, but I can read the chat on this 27-inch. But if I miss something, by all means put in question, and I will try to answer what's up. Like I said, if you guys hadn't seen the video, I will put that up again. This is the man cave. I can talk about this one. That's the 27-inch right there, and that's why I got to figure out this lighting. Right to the right of that, I've got that big, I don't know what it is, 20-inch round circle light. So I'll have to see. I do have a green screen, so I might try messing with that and seeing if I can get more lighting. There's the 65-inch television and the bookshelf. I don't know, whatever you get. Entertainment center. That deal right there is going to move over to the right, and then right next to that cabinet there will be a little refrigerator, and then the air conditioner. That couch is a folds out, a knife deal. That's my internet racing deal, my iRacing setup. That's fun. I haven't done that in a while, so that was nice to get it set up. And the backyard, out that window when the shades are open, it's pretty much the same view as that. So it's kind of cool. I can see the koi and that kind of stuff. And then over on the couch, that's basically where I'm at right now. It's good for a blind guy like me, old. I can see the picture. I can read there I am sitting on the couch. I can read the screen. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Can I put this up while I'm doing? Yeah, I can. Gator's saying, hey, Dave, have you seen Two Passports, One Dream are doing a van life now? Maybe some idea. Oh, yeah, cool. No, I will check it out. I will check it out. Question Joe has one in the new. When is the new bike ride video? I don't know. I got to do something pretty soon. I got to get out on I got to get the Forza Joe over to get a battery put in it. It's still got a crap battery in it, so I got to get a new battery in it. And then, like I said, I do want to take if I take the CT over to Tat Phnom, I will definitely do that. So, and I might put some shelves along that wall. I was hoping that I could fit a modular piece in there, but I've got 10 pounds of crap in the 5-pound bag. That DC inverter, I got that thing cheap because I bought the ones in Ubon for the ones in Ubon, and that worked out. Now there I am from the outside. And we put that expanded metal around the top. They're not done with it, obviously, but it looks pretty cool. Then there'll be a roof on that, and I'll get some pictures. I'll do a video, try to do a quick video on all the stuff. There's the 4,000 liters now that I have. The 2 up on the top are coming out of the new pump, submersible pump I put in the well, and then the 2 on below are from what I call city water. And I'm really happy with the really happy with the solar, man. It's kicking butt. Go out there and watch that meter stopped, not spinning, air conditioners running, pool going, uh, all sorts of stuff, and not sucking any electricity. So we'll see. First bill, full month bill that I get, I will definitely let you guys know. Let's see. Rob's saying, what? Dave, how's the heat with the heart, my third and last worry when I come? I just, I'm going to go ahead and remove that. That's pretty much that. Rob, you just got to be careful, man. haven't had any problem. I still have problems with thinking that I don't breathe well, but I breathe fine. But the heat kind of obstructs that a little bit. I don't think you have any problem. And what it is anytime that I'm in any place, I try to go to. Now, 5 years it's taken me, and I'm almost want to say yes, I have acclimated somewhat to. I don't sweat like a pig at 80 degrees like I did when I got here. So a little bit of a breeze is fine. Eating out in most places, even when it's 40, Celsius, as long as we're in the shade and there's a slight breeze, I'm fine. You'll find out if you're frying that usually when you go eat in a restaurant, as soon as you walk in, first of all, I have to make sure that they still give me spicy food. And the second thing that they make assumption on that you want a fan blowing on you, which is a good assumption. So as soon as you walk in, boy, they're right there with a fan if they have one. Most of the restaurants have 8, 10, 12, 15 of them, depending on how big they are. So I think you're fine. The only thing is, like I said, if you've got a car or a vehicle, even if you're on a scooter, and I don't know where you plan on retiring to or coming to or whatever, there's always an air conditioned space if you're in a scooter. So go to the 7-Eleven, go inside, grab yourself a cold towel, walk around 7-Eleven, grab something to drink, wipe yourself, you can cool off. And if you're in a car, go in the car, turn on the air conditioner. And so there's ways to do it. But I wouldn't let that stop me. I'll watch for it come over. I died because Dave said, come on over. But hey, Ted, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, good channel. If you like good, wholesome family stuff, Ted, from what I can see, is a good man. And fishing, hunting, stuff I like to do. Great content. By all means, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Fans are good, yeah. And like I said, just the older I get, you're younger. I try to. I've had the gift my whole life, probably while I'm still alive, that I can look at situations and stuff, and this guy over here and that guy and the doors over here, and that kind of stuff. Paranoia maybe kept me alive, right? I think anyway, in some certain instances. Same thing now. I don't put myself, okay, I'm going here. Well, yeah, that'll be a good place. The Robinson Mall's right there. I can go over and, go in there and eat lunch. It's air conditioned. Everything's good and cool. You just be smart about everything. I'm coming here to Thailand. Be smart about women. Be smart about the country, which is awesome, and have the right frame of mind and be logical about stuff, and you're just going to have an awesome time. Let's see. And it's good to see you back, Scott. I know that you've been busy. I think you're kind of in a situation like Richard, right? You're in between jobs and stuff. If you want to mention something that you do that anybody here can help you with, by all means, brother, do what you would like to do. Question: could you film one of those? Yeah, I could actually. It's I don't think it's going to be a problem around here. It's a little weird. I'm not a drinker, so like Chuck, I know he knows all the times. I couldn't even tell you the times that they're closed or open to sell beer. In the 7 or whatever. I know a couple of times I went in to buy wine coolers when we were going to Koh Chang or going on vacation, and they said, "Oh no, you can't buy that now." but I don't even know the times. But there's so many mom and pop places that even when they're not supposed to be, I mean, as long as you're not making a big scene or anything and have a paper cup, I mean, you can drink all over Thailand. And now you can smoke weed pretty much all over Thailand too. But again, I still don't know what the laws are on that. Robert Mack left. All right, Robert, take it easy. I missed your live stream. I did watch the replay though. I'm gonna try to catch one, Robert. I want to be away from any cities. Never Bangkok or Pattaya. I'm 54, 100 tag under my belt. Don't need another in a strange country. Yeah, and I don't know, but you're in a lot better shape than I am. I know that you've bettered yourself as far as physically. I never had a heart attack, but I've got 2 stents that they found when I was doing a stress test 10 years ago or something. Does it bother me? No, but I mean, I don't know. Like you say, that wasn't why I came here, was to go run around Pattaya. I mean, I came here basically to mourn my wife that had passed and get the hell out of the United States. I just wanted to just do something different, I mean, I thought basically my life was pretty much over. And as I found out, I was mistaken and have found an awesome woman that is now my wife, and having a bunch of fun here in Thailand. So like I said, you just got to be logical. You're more than welcome to come up here and show you around Surin. There's places on the outskirts of John Tiem and areas over there that are still close to the water, close to the action, that if you ever get a wild hair, you could take a ride over in 20 minutes. You're there, that are up in the mountains, that are away from everything. But it depends on what you want. I'd be on the water. And if I'm thinking right in the way that I am, I'd either be in John Tiem because of everybody that I know is there, or I'd be over in Pachuap Kurikon. Not a doubt. I like it over there. It was awesome. Awesome. You might want to check that out too. Really nice, low key, not, crazy. I really liked Pachuap Kurikon. Actually, maybe not exactly right where Joe is, but in between Hua Hin and Joe, there's massive places, one more gorgeous than the next. And there are a lot of places to check out once you get here. We can wrap. How do you stand? The beard and the heat. I shaved mine in Vermont. Yeah, I've had it since I was 15. I'm kind of used to it now, but I do try to. It needs to be cut again. Keep it shorter than I did. When I was. I mean, like I said, it used to. It used to split when I was riding and go over my shoulders, so that was always fun. Hey, Maui, how you doing? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do here, and like I said, I'm going to get out on the Himalaya, and I'm going to check on Google Maps. I've got it pretty much set up now. It's pretty much ready to go. Got a little extra gas tank on it, bunch of little mods. I put a back box on it, and get some Google Earth stuff and look out in the middle. Look for places within 30, 40 minutes from here to camp. Why go, at least in the beginning, why go half a way across Thailand when I can go up the road 30 minutes and I'm in the middle of nowhere? So I'm going to check that out on the Himalaya. But and Maui, I'm kind of, when he gets here, probably the next time you come, you'll probably be on 2 wheels, I'm imagining. Of Hawaiian. Yeah, crowded. Yeah, when I was there, it was pandemic time, whatever you want to call it. It was slower. There wasn't much going on at all, but I liked it there. Yeah, see, that's what my wife always saying smarter stuff. She did, like, she wants to stay here, and the reason that she bought this land because it's close to her work. And now with me, she wants me to be close to the hospital. So I'm saying if somebody was here, they could have me to the hospital that basically saved my life in under 10 minutes. So Yeah, that's also one thing to think. You hate to think that way, that you're, getting up in age. Oh, I can't be too far away from the hospital. But I don't know. I don't think about dying too much. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not worried about dying. But I want to live now because I'm having fun. And I want my wife. She kind of wants me to hang around for a while. So yeah, she's coming when next week. Okay. A couple of more months for me. Yeah, and I don't blame you. I mean, that ride on when did you go? The train, or did you go on a bus? That's a long freaking haul. You're lagging and picture is poor. I got the 7. I can see it up there. I could try to change. Let's see. I could try to change my internet. Everybody, don't go anywhere. I'm going to change just to another. Oh, see, it's on 2.4. Let me try 5. Okay, I might. Let's see. See if it gets any better. Am I still here? Well, that was my hair in the breeze flying in the wind. Damn, really got a lot in common. I just chill. Yeah, I had a lot of fun growing up in the San Fernando Valley. It was quite warm too. It was, the valley get up to 100, 108, 112. It was hot, but it was so nice riding, man. It was like certain times of the years when the Santa Ana winds would blow in 2 o'clock in the morning, still 80 degrees, t-shirt, no helmet back then, and just having a ball. I was probably 20 years old, 19. Had a hell of a time. Had a lot of fun. Died twice on the table. Saw no light. When you die, it's over. Yeah, I don't know. When I was the 2 months with the tube down my throat, I think I died 3, 4, 10 times. I don't know. There was something, man. I heard voices, and it could have been, I don't know. I still don't know I'm brought up Catholic. I'm hoping for my mom that God was there, and she's just sitting right next to him. They're rapping like old buddies right now. I'm hoping for her. I really don't know. I'm hoping that there's more than this, but don't know. Is the picture any better? Nah, I still got that little crappy uh, connection is unstable. If you are on Wi-Fi, try plugging in. I'd love to, but I can't get my wife to drag that fiber out to the building here. As soon as I get done with this live stream, I'm only going to go an hour. I'm going to call her and tell her I had another crappy live stream. Frozen. Is it still frozen now, Tommy? Or am I unfrozen? Let me see. According to this on mine, on my little phone, I'm not frozen. David's like a Disney movie. Frozen. I'm not frozen now, right? Yeah, no, I'm seeing on YouTube. At least on YouTube, I'm not. But I can see the pictures crappy, and God, I just like to get good internet. My wife works for the government-owned internet company, and I can't get great internet. And Thailand is like number 7 in the world as far as their infrastructure for internet. Unbelievable. It's not the internet. What is it? Tell me, please. Because I've been fighting this forever. Unfrozen but laggy. Okay. I don't know if it's not the internet. What is it? I mean, I've got a little thing up here. Like I said, it says up in the corner. I've got the little, the little bar thing showing Wi-Fi, and that usually isn't there when it's good. And it says connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router or moving closer to it. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you're good now. Yeah, I'm horrible, but I ain't digging it. I want to. I got to try to get a hold of my wife. God, we lost a whole bunch of people. Was about 20. Now we're at 13. My internet in Washington is awesome. Yeah, and I know Tom. He swears by TOT internet, and that's exactly what I have. So I don't know. I'll have to figure it out though, because it's driving me crazy. But I do have everything else that I wanted. Big ass TV, my little racing deal, a couch that turns into a bed, um, the monitor, the air conditioning, and my own little room. So it's kind of awesome. I'm digging that. Hey Tim, how are you? Did you see? I didn't put my. I put the boy. You know that freaking that cockpit I bought is awful low to the freaking ground. Getting in it, not too bad. Trying to get out of it, it's kind of. I'll show you. I'll show you real quick because Tim's here. Let's see. Oh, I don't want that. I want this. There it is. Can you? I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. There it is right there. You can see the back of the chair. Let's see. I got a better shot of that. There it is. But it is, it's awfully low to the ground, and it isn't as stable as the one you want. They still don't offer that on Lasada. So what I think I'm going to have the guys do here is weld some extra bars across for me. I haven't cleaned up all the wiring yet, but I did test it. So that was only for iRacing guy. Tim's an iRacing guy. Thailand, very good in healthcare, but your ducks in a row, they want cat. Yeah. Make sure you have your insurance in place. Even with your insurance and stuff like that, they're still going to want, if you're in intensive care or you're in the hospital, period, private hospital, they're going to want money every day. So make sure you got a good bank account and a good medical insurance. In fact, some of them you might not have to. My experience is with my wife's insurance is we pay it, they pay it back to us. But there's all sorts of stuff. Video not very good. I know. I don't know. I gotta get a hold of my wife. I changed it, but I don't think it. All I did was change it from one connection to another connection, and it's still crap. But I'm only going to go another 6 minutes, and then I'm going to call my wife and say, "Can you please tell them to bring the fiber to the back building?" And because I'm getting the router and everything they bring in here, and I've got Cat 6 or Cat 8 run to my laptop, to the 65-inch, and to the iRacing deal. It's already in the wall, redone, plugs added, everything's done, ready for them to bring it in and plug in 2 deals, and everything will be hardwired in. So we will see. Hey Nanette, how you doing? Good morning to you. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you guys aren't subscribed to that awesome new channel, Trailer Trash Thailand, gonna have some content very soon. See what Ryan's saying. It's amazing how I was treated in the hospital when I pulled out that insurance card. You know what, man? I couldn't have gotten, I've said it before and I'll say it again for anybody here, I couldn't have got any better case in the top hospitals in the world than I got here in Thailand. So if you're coming to Thailand, like I said, if you have medical problems or stuff like that, it's probably a good idea to stay close to a hospital. A lot of good ones over in Hua Hin. So I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, my doctor saved my life many times, and if I would have been, in any other probably country, I probably would have died. So I've got nothing but great things to say about Thailand and their infrastructure. Their hospital and their Bangkok, all that stuff, top notch, man. I mean, their doctors are from some of the best. They're some of the best in the world. So when I get my knees done, they're going to get done here. I'm not going back. So I have, thanks God. Santa. Yes. Sounds weird, but still trying to help my parents. No, that's a good thing. I think it's a strain on my family. Once they're gone, I'm leaving. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make me a bad person to think that way. No. Like I said, when Bobby, when we were first talking about it, and his dad was very ill, and his dad ended up passing away. We talked about it a little bit, and I want to say that as a father, okay, I don't want my children to have to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? As a father, I want, hey man, go balls out, go enjoy it. You're 55, you can retire, man, go get it. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. If I could do that. Now, if I didn't have anything and I wasn't in a position, then maybe I need the help, So each individual is going to be a different case. But do I think it's bad? No. And I think if you're your father or your parents, well, I think they would think like me by saying, no, I want my kids to enjoy every freaking thing way better than I had, So I don't want them to have to worry about me. Go. If you can enjoy your life at 45, hey, go do it. Some people can't. Some people, even if the father wants that, he's not in the position to do it. So, like I said, individual cases. But I think any father or mother would want their kids to go have a ball, man. Because this is the end of days, as I call it. I don't have that much time. I'm 66. If I live to be 76, that's probably really good. I mean, half the people I know are dead. So, I mean, I'm doing good as it is at 66. So, nothing's guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, man. But like I said, me as a father, if my son said, oh, Dad, I can't go retire, I got to worry about you, I'd go. In my position, you don't have to worry about me. I'm done. I'm taken care of. Go have some fun, or my daughter, So I think as a mother and a father, I think they would think that way. I can't see thinking any other way. But like I said, each case is individual. Mother and father probably going to think that way regardless whether they have anything or they need somebody to take care of them or they don't. They're still going to think that way. But it's up to you to decide, hey, that's great. You're the best mom, dad, but you're not in any position, so I need to do this. Then you need to do it. But waiting, and I was lucky. My brother was right there next to my mom. He did a bang up job of taking care of her. And when I left, my mom was driving, going to church every day, normal, So then when I came over here, it was hard. COVID. How do I fly out of here? I was sick. I almost died, so it was hard. And it was hard for him, but luckily he was there. And then I think my mom at 90 was like, enough's enough. I don't want to be a burden. She'd been talking about dying for 20 years since she was 70 or before. I'm ready to go. Anytime God's there, I'm ready. She was totally content. And I watched my wife die, and she was very religious, not Catholic, but Christian. One tear she shed. I asked her if she was in pain numerous times the last 3 days of her life. She said, nope. And I asked her if she was scared, and before I could even get it out of my mouth, it was nope. She knew exactly. So whether there's something there or whether there's not something there, the belief that is there is a big help. I know to me, if I would have had to deal with her completely breaking down and in tears, crying for 3 days, I would have lost it. I probably would have went outside, blew my brains out, and said, I'll see you in a little while. So I guess that knowing, you know, you don't never know. I don't. I will. I want to hope that there is, but that belief that there is, I think, makes it more peaceful at the final moments at the end. More peaceful that you know where you're going. In both my mom's case, although I wasn't there, I'm sure she was at peace with herself, she'd been at peace for herself forever, waiting to go. Couldn't wait to go. Can't wait to get to that part of my life. And I think that's a good way to think. Okay, what did I miss? I know are dead to me. I like that bitch. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are dead to me too. My dad doesn't want me to leave. He wants me to take over the house he built. I could sell it and live in shame, or just live in it, or wonder about my curious mind for Thailand. My dad is 81, and mom. You know, it's a hard thing, Rob, man. Making a decision. I've always been a selfish bastard. Never had a father per se. My mom was always, go do what you want to do, son. Go grab everything by the and make life yours. You know, she was always my cheerleader even after in death. You know, still, you know, had money put away for me, and you know, I could get this truck that I got, and a lot of the stuff that I have that I've gotten recently. You know, she's still watching out for me after she's gone. So it's a different deal. I think it's kind of I don't know, my personal opinion. If you want my personal opinion, I'll give it to you. If you don't want, let me know in the chat. If you want it, I'll give it to you, Rob. Dave, I think it's your new camera when you show a video. Picture is good. I don't know. This is the same camera, Tommy. This is in my laptop. When I look up, I'm looking at the 27. This is the camera right in my laptop. So you're saying when I do this, the picture is clear. Is that what you're saying? Hey, Uma, how are you? Glad you could make it. Glad you're part of the community. I like meeting people. No cheerleading from my parents when I retired. Yeah, I know. I was lucky, man. I was one of the lucky ones. I hope my mom goes first again. Am I a bad person? But when it happens, I'm set. They have money. Yeah, you know, like I said, quality of life too. You know, my mom was, from what I understand, when she was there, curled up in bed, going to the bathroom in the bed, didn't want to eat, she was done, man. She said, I know my mom. She's 90 years old. I'm done. And 3 days later, she was gone. So I think it all depends on, you know, the person. You know, I'm like my mom was to me. You know, to my go kids, have a ball, do whatever you can while you can. You know, so hopefully, I know I mean, my wife will take care of me until she wants me to live to be 100. I said, you'll be changing diapers and stuff. I don't care. I want you to live to be 100. I said, no. And I know me. As soon as I'm decided that I'm a burden on somebody, I'll be done. So. Yeah, that's hard, right? Yeah, it's a hard situation when you get into the time you're getting in your life. You know, I never thought about it, and we talked about it many times on this channel. Never even thought, that never even entered my mind. Oh, I'm going to retire, but what about mom and dad? You know, my mom was in good shape. It never dawned on me that would be a reason that I could not go and retire. But it sure is, and it's a big one. A lot of people can't because, we've got grandkids, and you know, I want to see my grandkids too. But like I said, I'm a little on the selfish side, and I'm digging Thailand. You know, I'm digging my life here. I'd like my son to once a week FaceTime me and have the kids on there, and there's Grandpa, the old bastard, and they'll get to see this stuff, hopefully it'll hang out on YouTube for a million years. And when they're 50, they'll look here, let's look at grandpa and, stuff like that. But when I get back, I was planning on going back every 4 months. I don't think that's going to happen. I think maybe twice a year. And I just don't want to fly economy ever again in my life. And business class is expensive, versus under 1,000 to 27, almost 3,000. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Jake is saying, having to watch my father-in-law slowly die in Thailand. You pray for God's mercy to take them quickly. Yeah. And the worst thing that I've ever experienced in my life, and I'm hoping that no one ever has to, it's a whole different ball game when it's your significant other, man. And even now, I can look back and this one died and my mother died. Were they both traumatic? Yes. Was this one still to this day, do I still mourn her every single day? You with somebody I left when I was young, 15, 16 years old. My mom was a saint. I loved her to death, but I was gone, after that. I saw my mom all the time, but it wasn't like with your significant other. You wake up every morning, they're right there next to you. 365 days a year, you're with that person for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and in an instant, they're gone. And to sit there and watch them die slowly for 3 months with chemo and all that other stuff. If I had a person that I really hate, and I can only think of one in particular, I would wish that on them. Otherwise, most traumatic thing I've ever been through in my life. You're in love with this person, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. And it's horrible. Horrible. Now, I'm not saying that your mother and father passing away is by any means menial. I'm still mourning my mother and will for years, probably too. But that difference between being with somebody every minute of pretty much every day for 30, 40, 50 years, it's different. It's a little bit different. Not a bunch, but it's a little bit. Let's see. But yes, you're absolutely right. And that's what I think my mom was at. You get to a certain, it's all to me, it's about quality of life. If I get to a place where I'm just laying in bed, pissing and can't move and, can't talk and, no, it's time to go. Quality of life is really significant to me. I'm the oldest of my family, said I was being selfish retiring here. I don't get it. Been on my own. Yeah, I know exactly, right? My mom never, ever questioned me at all. I guess I got lucky, some people are not lucky. But Mitch, did I miss Mitch saying, according to my parents? Jake saying, Rob saying, Dave, I'm a lot like you, the black sheep, but the only one, oh God, I can read it better up here, that takes care and helps our parents. Yeah, it's just a tough battle, man. It's not an easy deal. I know Jake's had to deal with it, and Bobby did, and Mitch did, and it's pretty much a part. I can say it now. When I first started talking about it, I didn't realize it. It's a part of retiring. You're now, when can you retire? Maybe 65, okay? If you haven't planned and you want to take it to the end. And maybe I would take my Social Security as soon as I could get it at 62. But let's just say 65, 75, 85. Parents still alive, sickly as hell. You might not be going anywhere. They might live to be 95, 92, 6, 7 years. Now, how old are you? 73, 75. It's a tough deal. That's why I'm saying I'm kind of lucky that if my kids, came to me and said, oh, we want to take care of you. No, you don't. I'm fine. Go do whatever you want to do. I feel it feels great to me to be able to say that, go. it would kill me to say, thank you, I really need it. I'm sorry I did this to you. I would feel guilty. I'd probably end up dying quickly because I would feel guilty. They will never go in a nursing home. When my brother was there by himself, he had no choice. She was falling. It was either that or bringing somebody in, which was an option, but it didn't transpire itself quickly enough. The assisted living places, because I never wanted my mom. My mom never wanted to be in one either. I don't want to be either. But he didn't have a choice. And some of them are really, really nice. So it's good to say that, but it's a big thing. Like you said, if your dad goes and it's just your mom, are you going to be able to keep your mom clean? And so I know I couldn't. No freaking way. So you either have to have a live-in, or the place that she was in was $6,500 a month for assisted living. So, hey, Paul D, how are you? Thanks. Let's see. Am I behind? I'm behind. Let's see. Rob Little. My mother won't entertain the thought of independent or assisted living, the Thai word. Yeah, stubborn. Yeah, it's a hard deal, man. My brother didn't have a choice. I couldn't go back there and do it. I got a family here in Thailand. So I was between a rock and a hard place. And you could say I was selfish, but am I supposed to leave my wife and go back there? No, I didn't. So plus I wasn't keen on flying, and it was COVID. So I agree 100% with Gator Jake. That's heavy guilt your family is laying. Yeah, it's hard. So Mitch, you're right to live. Yeah, Mitch, yeah. Lost my husband to a heart attack, stroke, and then cancer after 14. Wow. Most horrible thing I ever been through. I'll tell you what, man. It was 27 years. We'd been together 30, married 27, and absolutely devastating, man. 2018. But lucky, like I said, is there life after 62? And yeah, there is. I've always been a mama's boy to this day. She's been through but she's going blind, and there will be a day when she won't know me. Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, that's your mom, And like I said, my mom's still taking care of me, and she's gone. It's amazing, And she was good. She was pretty much a single parent my whole life. She had a couple of boyfriends, and my stepfather was a prick. So she did it all herself as a waitress. That's why I overtip, and I'll overtip to the day I die. So it's bad enough I overtip in the United States. When I do it here, I really get dirty looks from my wife. Although she's gotten better. Dave, I didn't know if you knew this, but I learned that Thais won't pull the feeding tube at the end of life like they do in hospice in the States. Yeah, I don't think they'll do any of that stuff. I didn't know that for sure. Now I do. That was like when my cousin passed. He had Lou Gehrig's. I helped him out for 2.5 years. And when he got to the point I couldn't wash him or bathe him, and I got a Filipino man who was just freaking awesome. Took care of him, and then I went to Costa Rica for 8 months to try to get my brain together. And he wanted to live long enough to watch his kids go through high school, which he did. And then he started talking about dying and stuff. And I'm going, he had the surgery done to help with his breathing. He had the feeding tube put in. And he said, Dave, I want to die. I want to die. Of course, he couldn't talk to us through the computer. And I said, people that want to die don't have feeding tubes, and they just die, And I said, and I was praying that he wasn't going to ask me, can you please off me? But that didn't, thank God, transpire. Let's see. It's one thing to leave behind dependents or children that depend on you, but when all the kids have grown and there are no more dependents, yeah, I think so, Rain. Like I said, give me extreme joy to be able to tell my kids if they said, "Oh, we need to hang out." No, you don't. Go, please go and send me pictures of every place that you're going to and enjoying your life. That's what I want to see when I'm going out the door. Sorry, Dave, I'm chasing. No, you're not. No, not at all. We talk about this all the time, Rob. I got no people. The good people are here to stay. Is outspoken. I didn't see you, but hello, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Good evening from California. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you even a vacation. Come on over. Come spend a couple of weeks or 3 weeks. We'll definitely meet up. All right, Mitch. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, brother. I hope we can meet up here shortly, Mitch. I hope. I thought you were going to have to go to Tat Panom. I guess you're not getting any macadamia nuts. I have 2 grandkids, and my daughter does want me to leave. Either doesn't want you to leave, I'm imagining. But I told her I'll fly her to Thailand to see me. Yeah, it's hard. Grandkids, I'd love to be able to spend time and see them. My life didn't turn out that way. It'd be kind of tough. My son has 4, so that'd be 6 of them I'd have to fly over here. So it could get quite expensive, but I'd like to do that once, maybe when they're a little bit older, so that they can enjoy Thailand. And when they could come for like a month or something, my son works, so probably 2 weeks is probably going to be pushing it. But I'd like to do that. There's a lot of stuff you could do. Like my cousin Robin, I'm sure she would like to retire somewhere, but she's been taking care of her granddaughter since she was born every day. And I'm guessing 12, 15, I don't know. She's older for years and years and years. She's not going anywhere. How you gonna stop? How you gonna stop that? You can't. So she's kind of stuck. So it all depends on the situation you're in. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Just give me a lethal injection, fine with me. What did I miss? Yep, I'm 70 years old. Hey, you're young. Let's see, something on that. Same here, Gator Jake. But if the doctors tell me the family that only machine could help to retrieve the patient, immediate or distant family would decide to pull the tube. It's not a guilt thing. Yeah, in my mind, it isn't either. Again, if my mother was on a machine and brain dead and tube helping her breathe and all this kind of stuff, I wouldn't feel guilty by I think I would want to do it. I wouldn't want anybody to do it. No doctor, no nurse, no nothing. If I made that decision, I want to be the one that makes that final deal. But I wouldn't feel guilty about it. I'd actually probably feel good about it. Here, you're at peace. Go be next to God, especially with my mother. Yes, send the grandkids to Pattaya. You get a real good education there. Yeah, no kidding. It's getting late where you are, right? I think so. Unless you're back. No, you're not back yet. Although that's a hidden time when you're going to be back. Daz has the routine down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right, Jake. He goes back and forth. He doesn't short his granddaughter on anything. Goes to see her, spends time with her, summer when she's out of school, Christmas, and then he comes to Thailand, 2 months at a time or something like that. Keeps his condo here year round. So, yeah, you can, if he ever pops on, you could rap to him about doing that. He enjoys talking about it. Hey, son, video chat. Yeah, exactly. And Dave and first, yeah, I know I do. And we lived right next to each other pretty much. But yeah, that's what I would like. But my son's busy, man. He works six, sometimes 7 days a week. And I know it's hard, man. I was that same way. My mother would tell me years ago, because I took off when I was young, you know. So she was like, "How come you don't?" I'm gonna put this, drive me crazy. That's better. Um, you know, it by you not calling me and talking to me, and one day you're gonna pay the. And she was right, you know. And I don't blame my son, because he's like I was, you know. You don't think about it, but that little, "Hey mom, how you doing?" You know, that little call. I can't make that call anymore. You know, I mean, I can't call her up or text her, "Hey mom, how you doing? Just wanted to check in." You know, you can't do that anymore. And I'd like to, you know, once a week. I told him, you know, now I'm going by, can you do it maybe once a month? You know, so I could see him. And I don't know him that well. The youngest, okay, was born when I was in intensive care. I saw her at my mom's uh, what do I call it? What's the nice way? Celebration of life. And saw her for the first time. You know, 3-4 years old. So it would be nice so that they could look, and they know who Grandpa is. The oldest do, but it would be nice once a week. Hey, guy, and I told my son 10 minutes. I'm not going to sit there and ramble like I do on YouTube. "Hi, kids. How are you? What do you need? You need anything? Grandpa loves you." You know, that kind of thing. And then see you next week. You know, that's it. I'm not going to go crazy. I wish Seren was on the coast. Yeah, that's the biggest thing here, Rob, is that's the one box that's not checked in my life. And if that's the only box, I can live with that. I got a gorgeous wife, unbelievable life right now. But the one box that's unchecked is by the water, for sure. Yeah, he does it. 9:50. Oh, it's not too bad. Yeah, only late for old people. That's me. But yeah, so I went over an hour, I think. Wow, and almost an hour and a half. But that's okay. We've been rapping about good stuff, and I enjoy. I think everybody, and especially people that are watching, or new people and stuff like that, they need to know that stuff. You know, like there is way more than I thought of people in their 40s watching this channel, and you know, they've got, "Oh, okay, I want to retire early at 55 or 60." They need to know, you know, well, what am I going to do with mom and dad? You know, are my grandkids going to be, am I going to be able to leave them? Am I going to be able to come back? It's things that should be talked about. Most definitely. Yeah, yeah, I do. You bet. I got you from well over 20 in the chat. Don't worry about it. No, I don't think so. They were gone. They were gone before that. But and it seems like about an hour and a half is about max. I still, the people that I get on this channel, like I said, do I want it to grow? And I got to 2,000. I can't believe that. Thank you, everybody. But just want to meet new people, you know, like Irma, you know, stuff. Meet new people, come to Thailand, have little meetups, sit and rap like this. I mean, I don't get to speak much English here in Surin. My whole household speaks Thai. My wife speaks a little English, but otherwise, this is my outlet to it. But yeah, I dig Thailand. You know, like I said, it's decisions you need to make in your own mind, and be able to justify to yourself, not to anybody else who gives a shit what everybody else thinks. Justify to yourself what you want to do. That's all. Let's see. Always feels better when it stops hurting. What did I do? Just remember, there is death after life. What did I miss? Yeah, you bet, man. You know, it's just we try to, like I said, everything's relevant. I'm not going to not talk about anything on this channel unless it's something that is, you know, a troll gets on here and wants to be nasty or something. Then then I got a problem with it. But talking about stuff, we talk about colonoscopies and everything from A to Z. Most of the stuff is Thailand oriented, but it's fun stuff, especially for people that are maybe not going to get a chance to get here. Then I suggest watching me and people like Chuck and Joe and James Chocolate Man and Alex, that do a lot of showing you around, Thailand, because I do it. There's places that Baldy and them go, Baldy Brian, that I'll never get to. I couldn't even get close to some of these ladders and stuff that they go on, these temples up in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely gorgeous, and I get to see it. So you do bring in a lot of people during COVID said, oh, this is bullshit. Why you're having a good time, and you know what? Piss off. Don't watch. That's why it's so easy. All you got to do is click that little button, and you're off the channel. So I'm glad that the people that are on here. I'm glad there's new people like Irma. 70 years old, kind of in my old stomping grounds, not far. 30 minutes from, maybe 45 minutes from where I lived. It's fun. And a lot of them are uplifting stories and stuff that we talk about. And sure, some of them are going to be, but they're realistic. That 45-year-old guy that's going, holy crap, I never thought about that. Helps them, And we try, I consider this a family, and the bigger the family, the better. So it's never going to be probably never even be a 10,000 subscriber channel. 2,000 is probably going to be pretty much it. But like I said, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe. It's free. And again, I go back to what Craig said. It should be called following, because people hear subscription, they think it's cost something. So YouTube, you need to think about that. But thanks. Let's see. What did Mitch do? I've technically died on 2 occasions. We can chat about that later. Yeah, me too. When I had that tube down my throat, quite a few times, from what I understand. But we'll have to. Yeah, that would be a good discussion. Maybe next live stream. What's today? Friday, so it'll be Saturday, Sunday. Maybe we'll talk about people that have died and what you experienced. Outspoken Filipina, how are you? If you guys aren't subscribed, please do. Let's see. I really want to move to Thailand, but don't like the hustle and bustle of cities. Love Joe's place. Yeah, I would definitely suggest that area over there. Like I said, even right where he's at, it's kind of neat, because now you've got people there that speak English, and they got their own little USA or whatever they call it going on. But that area between Hua Hin and where Joe's at, I think it's about maybe an hour, a little over an hour stretch. Bunch of places. Baldy was just going down there. If you're not, you could tap into his channel. They're going camping down there, and they're right on the beach. But there's a lot of nice places. But I would definitely, if you're like me, you don't want the deal, would definitely be a choice. Definitely be. Rayong might be another one, because you're still 30 minutes from John Tiem, Pattaya. So there's a bunch of ones that I would tell you to check out. Let's see. There are plenty of places near the action, but far. Yeah, I believe that too, right? Yeah, it seems real nice. 40 minutes from Pattaya, 50 minutes from Rayong. Exactly. So you got to go and just physically experience them, and you'll get it. But that's what I would have done. I would have either been 30 minutes from there, or I would have been over on the other side, over by Wanyan. One or the other, I think, from what I've seen. I haven't seen all. I like some of the islands and stuff, but I don't think I'm an island guy. Yeah, I'm not into the bar scene either. And if you're looking for companionship or whatever, it's bound everywhere. Like I said, it's just me. This was my. Where are you? There you are, dear. She was my best buddy, man. I told her everything, and that female companionship that I had for 30 years, I missed it. And like when I first met up with Nipnoy, it wasn't anything sexual or whatever. It was, let's rap. We were rapping on, line and everything. And even when we met, and from the first time that I actually laid eyes on her, I knew that she was something special. And it turned into that, which I never thought would happen. Never thought that I'd love another woman again, and I do, no doubt. But it's kind of cool, as long as I think it's best that you're not actually looking for that. I think it's if you meet somebody through a friend, that's the best way to do it. You can do the online, and this is for anybody, not just you, Rob. But it's they're great people, and they're looking for what's in your heart. They don't care about how old you are. They don't care about how fat you are. They don't care about anything. They do. They want to be taken care of, and I think that's okay. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want that? And if you are somebody else looking, it's a culture, and if you take these women are working and giving their mother and father money. So if you take that away and you want this woman to run around Thailand with you and stay with you, you need to pay mom and dad what she's paying, which is perfectly logical to me when you think about it. But yet I've heard Farangs go, I ain't paying shit. Well, go back to your own country, wherever you're from, because these people, that's the way were brought up, Hey, my job in life as a woman, my wife, same way. But she's working. But that's what I do. I go to work and I take care of my mom, my dad, my grandma, and my grandpa until they're gone. And that's their culture. And it's an awesome culture. And it's the way it should be. So, if you've got to pay $10,000, $15,000, whatever you got to pay, whatever she's given, she's going to be with you 100% of the time, cooking and cleaning. Did you eat? Did you take your medicine? Let's go here. Well, no, we don't have to do anything. They're awesome. When you find the right one, it's freaking awesome. Funny stories. What did I miss? I watched Chris Parker. Yeah, it's a little bit on the expense, but a lot of the places are reasonable. I don't like being tied to a ferry. Yeah, I don't either. I don't think Phuket was, you could drive on and off. I agree, Mitch. I liked Phuket. I probably would have I would have been dead if I wouldn't have met Nitnoy, but I probably would have I would have died there in Phuket. I love Honey Buddy stories. Yeah, it's like the women are Ron John. Yeah, I didn't see you come in, brother. How you doing? Yeah, I know there's a lot of us that did, right? And it's been 4 years now, I think, 3.5, 4 years. It's awesome, man. They are just unbelievable. When you're used to Western women, it's like, I don't want to say anything bad about Western women, but they're just totally different, like I said, you can tell when a Thai woman cares about you is first thing out of their mouth when they correspond with you in the afternoon. Did you eat? Did you take your medicine? Do you need anything? It's just amazing. Hey, Rob, you don't have to do that, but I'll give that. That'll go to the wife. I appreciate it. And back into Thailand as she's doing now. We did get the last one right at 3,000 baht. So, and that was, we only missed like 1 month from people like Rob and like Joe and Louis Cabo and these guys. They pop in and do it, and she gets it pretty regular. And like I said, I know Rob is a member, and that's, I think, 99 cents. I don't know, but that money is the one kid that lives with our daughter, and I'd said this story before. His grandmother is dying of cancer, and she's pretty much the last one that was really watching. His mother's still alive. She helps. So we give him 1,000 baht. And you guys, by your memberships, bring it up to like $16, $17 right now, or maybe more. But 2/3 of that every month goes to him. And then the rest of it goes to my wife. She's the one that gets to say everything about it. But thank you very much, Rob. Appreciate it. Speaking of, and Randy, I always leave Randy out. Randy, he contributes very often. Thank you, brother. Speaking of bars, I hope this live stream broadcast bars next time. Just kidding. Let's see. Hey, Jay, winning walk. Better not, cause I'm one. What did I miss? Did I take that out of context? That's the tie. Hello. Yeah. Did you, Bryce? Yeah. It's just amazing. I know from the first time that I knew that my wife loved me was, and to this day, 4 years later, if she was to text me right now, did you eat lunch? Have you had lunch yet? Did you take your medicine this morning? Before she says, how are you? What's your day like? I need this. Is the house doing that? That is the first questions. And Randy, thank you. You're the best. But you guys are the ones that pay for all that stuff that she does. And she does, it's amazing. That's about $100 or something. Most of the stuff that comes through these donations, for the most part, over the past 5 months, about 4 of those months, we missed 1 month that we didn't. You have to make 100 or AdSense doesn't take it. The AdSense account on this channel is in my wife's name. So it goes to her bank account. And it's amazing. You don't really understand it until you come here to Thailand and you meet people. It's a lot of money, man. $100 is a lot of money. That could feed a family for a whole month or 2 or 3. You'd be amazed. I'm totally amazed on how much the Thai people can stretch what they get and live a good life and a big giant smile on their face all the time. It's amazing. Western woman. Yeah. You know, it's just it's different, Irma, as far as the Western women. I think now I shouldn't, I can't ever say all. My wife on my arm, she was a pain in my ass, but she was my pain in the ass. But it was like a totally different outlook on things. It was more so, I'm going to say with my wife, what I gave her, I got back twofold, maybe threefold. Okay. And I imagine most of the women in my life that were Western women, I'd say I got about that, from even to 1 or 2. I get 100-fold back from my wife here. I give her this much love. She gives me, massive amounts. And it's just the way that they were brought up. It's just their respect. And I think too, Irma, is the elderly thing. They like elderly. They're more of a God, how do you say it? That their parents, they're really in awe. Their parents are like, if you're older, you're thumbs up here in Thailand, which makes it nice. And the guys that, if I don't know, at 62, how old was I? 62 or 63 when I came here. Now I'd never been to Thailand before, but I wasn't not looking for a woman, or not. I was not. I was just coming here to end my days and just, have a good time and try to forget and mourn, basically. But I would have dreaded having to enter the dating scene in the United States. That would make, I would go crazy. Now I don't know how. What did I miss here? Land coast, but raised in near Philly. Okay. Down south. Yeah, Randy's kind of close to or over by you. Howdy, neighbor. But it's just, I don't know how you do it. You're 70 years old. I don't know if you have a significant other or not, but God, I would have dreaded it. And here it was like I got introduced. I really wasn't looking for a girlfriend, or I was looking for a companion to maybe go to dinner with and talk with and that kind of stuff. And it turned into something that I never thought could happen again. And it thoroughly amazes me. And a lot has to do with it here. And it isn't so much that one's better than the other. It's just that if you're retired here in Thailand, if you're an American and you come to Thailand and you're retired and they know that you're at least getting Social Security, nothing else, 1,800, 2,000 a month, big money to them. They can have a very, very good life, way better than what they have now on that, being with you and living on that 2,000. An awesome life to them. So it makes it a little bit different. Does it sway them? I don't know. I would be with my wife. Yeah, I was going to say, I would be with my wife if she wasn't in love with me, if she was just my companion with me, but I don't know if I love you, I would still have married her, and I would still have given her my one of my pensions because she saved my life, stayed right next to me when I was in the hospital. I don't know if you know the whole story about that, but we were only together 5 months, 6 months, and this happened, and she stuck right by my side. And I take a little bit less out of that retirement, and she gets it until she dies. So it's freaking awesome. I would have done that if she didn't love me, if we had a different relationship, I would do it anyway. But the women here, I can't say, I don't know. I can look at my wife and say, does your wife love you? Yeah, you bet. Not a doubt in my mind. The woman loves me. God knows why. But I'm in thorough amazement. But she loves me. And if you're somebody else that's here, you have to judge that, Like I said, don't be stupid. Don't be naive. Be logical. If you meet somebody and you met them for 10 minutes and they're asking you for $100, you say, God, it was great meeting you, and move on. But there's a lot here that just want to have a good life, want a good man. A lot of these women that are in the 40, 45, 50 years old, they've been through Thai guys that have cheated on them, and they've already had kids, and the kids are gone and grown, and, they got a lot of problems, and they just want, 9 times out of 10, if they're 60, 65 years old, you've been down the roads and stuff like that. I know with me, and my wife is extremely jealous. Most Thai women are that I've met. But I'm going, what am I going to do? I'm done. I did that when I was 20. I don't need to do it again. Now, I'm sure there's some people that are different, but let's see. What did I miss here? I'm not looking for a woman. I've been married twice and not good. This is my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, fourth, and one of the better ones. The last 2 are the best, man. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. We grow instantly to love and appreciate more. So the next relationship is usually more long. Yeah, I kind of got that. But the biggest thing that this one taught me was I was an asshole, and she made me a better man for sure. And Nitnoy took over from there and has made me even a better individual. If you know me, I didn't consider myself a good person 30 years ago. Not good at all. And now I do. Maybe not the best person on the planet. I don't believe that, but a good person. I think I'm a good person. Where if you ask me about my 25 years ago, what was I like? No, I wasn't a good person. And she taught me, and God bless her for that. She was a good woman. She went way too young, way too young. Oh, Dave Better. not to be on on what? What is it? Grinder. I don't know if I'll ever really. Yeah, it's kind of a weird deal, man. I'll tell you what, even with this one that passed, wasn't until after she was gone that I realized how much I did love her. And we were together for 30 years, so it made a little bit different. Hey, thanks, Jake. Yeah, that one pretty much explains a lot that went on. Let's see. Putting aside the sexual feelings, have you ever deeply cared for anyone? Well, let's see. But women loved me. Never had a problem finding someone to lay next to me. Women have motives. Yeah, sometimes. It is, but that's a good question. My first wife was out of high school type thing, man. The friend of the family. Her dad was my little league coach. She lived 2 blocks from my house, and was just a drunk, and I couldn't deal with that. Not a bad person at all, just a full-blown alcoholic. And then the second one I had my 2 kids with, it was a real piece of work. I'm not going to say anything because I can't say anything nice. And then this one, and she was a real thing, but I didn't really realize it to 100% until she was gone, which kind of sucks. Any relationship is a gamble. You don't. The biggest thing that I can say is the thing that she taught me and that I learned over whether it's a relationship, not even a marriage, a boyfriend, girlfriend, all the way from when you were 14, whatever you were, the mistakes you made and the things you carry with you, if you don't change from one relationship to the next, don't go away. They don't get fixed. And you have that inertial, the new love, isn't this great? And this, go back to the same crap until you can fix the stuff that's wrong with you and what you're doing wrong. I don't think you'll ever get to a relationship like I had with her and with Nitnoy. It has to be 100% trust, and it has to have a good one. I mean, I could take off on my bike and ride with a bunch of guys that were going to go out and have a good time. And my wife knew that I wasn't going to indulge in anything. And I knew that my wife would have to have a gun to her head and she'd be dead if somebody tried to rape her. Just the way that it was. And it made it so much nicer that, where were you? What did you do? The jealousy is just, and I had a lot of problems that I needed to work on. And once you do that, you can have a good relationship. They're there. Any news on what? On the Titan sub? What am I missing? Is there stuff going on in the back in the States that I know nothing about? This is my last wife. I have to say the same thing, Ron. I think the only way that I would probably lose her is if she died. But yeah, I think I'm done. I think I could live. On my own. I'm into older women. Mature women are the best. Younger women are strange. Yeah, and that's the way I was here. I didn't want a woman that was going to. My wife, it was 38, 39 years old, but like 60, went to bed at 9 o'clock, still work and all that stuff. It was perfect. I couldn't have went out with some 25-year-old gal wanting to boom, boom, boom until at the bars and drink. No, not me either. Dave, you are the second best person. Thanks, Ron. Mr. Mitch, I imploded on nanosecond on the bodies that were incinerated. There must be something going on that I don't know about. I said the same thing, Jake, when they lost contact. It is when they died. God, I gotta have to kind of look that up because I know absolutely nothing about what they're talking about. Rob, I understand younger men always looking for a way, trying to tell me age isn't a problem, but what they don't is about life experiences. Yeah. it wouldn't have mattered to me. It just so happened that was her age and she was the person I met. So was it meant to be? Was it? I think it was. She thinks it was this one's doing, helping get us together. Every day she went and cried after she left the hospital and begging this one to please don't let him die and blah, blah, blah. And that made my life easier afterwards because I still go on my wife's Facebook page and wish her, birthdays and Christmas and, and rest in peace and, all that. Some people would be jealous of that. My wife says she's my guardian angel. She'll put stuff on her page too. So it all depends, but it was nice being able to do that. Who gets subs anyway? Craziness to me. God, I guess something happened in the sub. I wouldn't have gotten inside the Titan sub had someone paid me $250. She said that thing was tiny. So I guess we had a sub then. Was that an American? I don't even know what a Titan sub is. Dave dating. If you have a pension, he can hook you up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's that's the way they look at it. Like I said, people say, "Oh, they're looking for money." No, I don't think that. They don't want to. Are there women out there that want guys with $1 million or 10 million or 100 million in their bank account, U.S. dollars? Sure. Are there women out there trying to scam people? Sure. They're all over the world. They're in the United States. They're in France, England. They're all over. Are there women out there that thoroughly just want a good person to spend their life with and be taken care of, and not lusciously, but yeah, I mean, I can eat. Yeah, you can eat. Let's go out to dinner. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I need conversation with women with intelligence. Yeah, that's the way I am, Mitch. I missed it. I mean, that's what I was looking for, and it turned into more. So hey, great. I'm happy about it. I think she just had a birthday, the 16th. I think she's 43. I think she was just either 43 or 44. She just turned. Yeah, I agree. It is a number. And like I said, if you were and you found somebody that was 25 years old that didn't want to party or, wanted what I was saying I didn't want, but wanted the same things, it's all a relative thing, and you don't get any kind of dirty looks or anything here if you're, 65 years old and you're running around with a 30-year-old. They don't care. Age is just a number. Yeah, I agree. Less experience. Yeah, and that's what I like. The thing here, as far as men with women, is the women here that are 40 years old and have had kids and they're pretty much gone because they think that most Farangs or foreigners don't want kids. It doesn't bother me. Her kids are older, but they think their life's over at 40. They're, the men that are coming here want 25-year-olds. They want, this and that. They not that their life's over, but their days are gone. They're past. They're, trying to catch you, whatever. But that's why they like guys that are 60, and like I said, the guys that are retired, they know that they're going to get taken care of. It may not be, like I said, multi-million-dollar deals, but for them to have 3 square meals, a nice house, maybe a car, go on vacations. I mean, that's living the high life to them. So, conversations, everything. Yeah, I agree. Your wife may be younger, but she has. Yeah, big time. Like I said, man, my wife is how she did everything in her life, taking care of 2 kids, putting them in private school in Bangkok, making $600 a month, and taking care of mom and dad and paying the school and paying for an apartment there so her mom could go. I can go on and on and on. How she did it, I don't have a clue, man. Just amazing, amazing. I watched a few live streams on the Titan sub. They keep talking rescue. I just shook my head. The average person is clueless to the extreme environment. Yeah, I bet. So it went down then. I'm gathering. So wow. How many people? Not a big sub, I'm imagining. My 2 kids are grown. My job is done. Now it's up to them. Yeah, God, I'm horrible. Early 30s. And my son has 4 kids. My daughter has 0. She won't have any. She's Miss Independent, great kid. Love her to death. I probably don't tell her that I love her enough. She was the start of my whole life was the day that she was born. And getting divorced and separated from my children the way that her mother did was devastating. No excuse, but I wasn't the best father in the world, and I could be a better father now, and I need to be. In fact, maybe when I get done with this, I'll text my daughter and tell her I love her. So, and my son. History has shown that I need at least 45 minutes of conversation for every 3 minutes of activity. And you're back in John TM, huh? Let's see. The sub was about the size of a large propane tank. Holy crap. The Titanic claimed 5 more. Keep exploring. Oh, is that what it was? That's what they were exploring? Ah, okay. So the Titan is a recovery sub. Okay. Now I know. Now I know what you're talking about. So it's not somewhere else. Only 22 feet, 5 fit inside, and that was a tight fit. Wow. Yeah, that's the one that they went down and did. So they're still exploring that. I think they'd have enough on that. Glad that you can make it, Joyx. Joyx. I hope I get that right. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. The Filipina Jandra are great people, and they always come and support me. But I'm a girl. I'm glad that you joined the channel. The one that what was her name? The gal that how come my mind's gone? Somebody remind me in New York. God, somebody remind me. Come on, Mitch. God, I'm lagging big time, aren't I? Almost 2 hours now. God, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. He just sent me a picture online. Is that of the sub? Yeah. A propane tank. Wow. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Let me get back over to where's my YouTube? Ah, there it is. What the hell is line? You better get that real quick. Yeah, you have to have line if you're gonna talk to anybody, male, female, whatever. Everybody's online here, and it's easier. Your phone calls are crystal clear, just like we're talking right now, and it's free. So by all means, get the line out. There, Scott, put up your deal. How Mitch said the same one. That's pretty good. Wow. I don't know, man. I'm a little on the claustrophobic side. I don't think I could have gotten into anything like that anyway. Oh, excuse me. Let me get a little sip here. Verna. Now, Verna's still around. It was the gal she was going to have surgery. Misdemeanor. Loretta, I hope you're all right out there. She was going to have some kind of surgeries and stuff. I I hope and pray that everything went well. She was a really nice gal. Hopefully she gets in touch with us again. Let's go. Grace minute. Hey, Logan. Good evening. How you doing, Logan? Logan. But let's see. Oh, so Logan, since you're here and we have 17, I'm going to run this little video again of the man cave. Let me run back on, bring it to the beginning, put it on full screen. On full screen. There we go. So there's a 27-inch monitor that I got now that I'm going to look up at. And that's the desk. This is all the second or third time for everybody that's been here. That's the wall unit that I bought there on the right. And my wife got me those curtains for in here. There's the 65-inch television and the wall unit and the little shelving deal I got and my iRacing. But there's going to be a little refrigerator that'll go between the between that I just opened and wall and that little shelving deal. And the couch is a jackknife like that's in a trailer to lay down so it makes into a bed. That's my iRacing rig there. That was fun. I still haven't cleaned up all the wiring and stuff, but it does work. I did get on there. Yeah, me too. I do too. I hope that I hope she's all right. So that's my view out the window when the curtains are open. Get a view of the backyard. And the other, I'm really happy, and you'll see me sitting down on the couch here. I can actually see this TV and read stuff that's on it. So actually last night, me and my wife sat out there and watched a movie. So it was quite fun. Let's see. Yeah, the picture is awesome. The TV is, it's a 4K ultra, this and that, and smart. And boy, the speakers just suck. I got that little bitty speaker up there, and I'm gonna order a what do they call it, a bar, speaker bar or whatever for it. So I'm gonna order that. But otherwise, the sound really sucked. I couldn't believe how bad the sound was. What's Rob saying here? Line is not social media per se; it's a communication. Once you download and create an account, that the same people around here will share their Line ID with you. Yeah, it's like Line is what they used here. WhatsApp was what they used in Costa Rica. Here's from the outside. Then we put that expanded metal. I really like that. There'll be a top on the top of that, and we'll do barbecues from up there. And I'm going to put that fountain in and paint the wall. That's all that's left. Well, we're headed toward, there's the four. Now I've got 4,000 liters of water. The two up are from the new pump I put in the well, and the two below are from the what I call city water. Let's see, and then we'll go in and see. So there's 6.2, so I got 12.5 kW of solar, and it's kicking butt, and it's been cloudy. Today it's sunny out. I don't know what I'm at now, but the meter stopped dead, and my batteries are charging. It's awesome. I'll go over all the costs of all this stuff in an actual video. Let's see. Downloading. Share. Yes. Soundbar. That's it. Thanks, Logan. Yeah, because the sound on the TV is just horrible. Horrible. I couldn't believe it was that bad. The animals from Vermont. And I've got to get, I keep on threatening. I still haven't put my address up in there because I haven't had my wife do it. I'm going to do that because I need some maple syrup, and I want to have the best. So I got to do that. Rob's been telling me to to get to put the address on there so he can send me some. Logan says I have a line, but he's spam was saying it's Chan from Taipei. I do not know you. Yeah, I don't know. Line's been pretty secure. I haven't felt. It seems okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The backyard is. I thought it was going to be claustrophobic because, as Bobby said, I think the backyard's full, Dave. I think the backyard's full, but it isn't claustrophobic at all. It's quaint. It's homey. It's my home, so it's pretty cool. I'll try after Dave is done. Yeah, you'll be in touch with the people that are pretty much on here. You'll be in touch with the people you want to be in touch with. You don't have to accept. You don't have to, do. In other words, somebody can't just come in and start talking to you. Show me the deer. I need to go take a shower. All righty, Ryan. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon when you get back to Thailand. There's a couple. Once you get line, you'll get hooked up. Yeah. The breakdown is pretty close. I can tell you right now, it was right around 300, and that was installed. All the material, two big batteries, 20 panels, all that stuff you saw on the wall. The guy did a bang up job, but I'll do the breakdown. A 6 kW system, about $1.50, maybe $1.60, my $1.65, somewhere in there. But I think it's definitely. I was going to put in the one and then see, but with the pool and the kids being here, I said I'm just going to go ahead and do it now because he was already here. The ceilings were already open. Everything it just bang bang. The second one went in quick. Yeah, you can create your own too. That's true. I didn't think about that. No one from here. All right. I think I'm going to. It's been 2 hours and 8 minutes. I need to get up and walk around. Again, I want to thank Richard for coming in this morning. In case you guys don't know, he did my intro and my outro on the live streams. So thank you, Richard. I hope everything goes well for you, my friend. I'm looking forward to the new videos. I'm looking forward to the live streams. If you get that up and going again, if you guys aren't subscribed, I would highly suggest you subscribe. You'll like the content. You can go back and look at all the ones he was talking about this morning that are up 300, over 100,000. And the interviews he did. He did one with me. He did, I think, with Mitch on a few times. Quite a few people that you will see on there. I think he would Chuck and Joe and James and Fa and Alex. And he did a bunch of videos, good ones. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys are the best. I will say have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I will catch you on the next one.